Venezuela is due in court today after being charged with murder and other felonies in the death of an 18-year-old college student in Chicago. Sheridan Gorman was shot and killed while walking with friends near campus. Her family saying, quote, Sheridan was 18. She had her entire life ahead of her education, her future, her family. The countless lives she would have touched, all of that was taken in a moment, and there is no way to repair the loss. What Sheridan was doing that night, walking with friends near her campus, was normal. It was safe. It is what students do every day. We will not allow this to be dismissed as a wrong place, wrong time. This was not a random misfortune. This was a violent and preventable act. Veteran Chicago reporter William J. Kelly joins us now. William, thanks so much for joining the program. I just want to go through Medina's history. In May 9th, 2023, Medina was apprehended by the Border Patrol and released into the country under the Biden administration. And then June 23, Medina was released again following her arrest for shoplifting in Chicago. What do you make of this?
God bless you, Lawrence. Thank you for bringing attention to this issue. No one else will talk about it, apparently. You know, as a lifelong Chicagoan, it breaks my heart. As a Loyola University alum, it breaks my heart. But it also makes me angry because this was the single most avoidable loss of life, Sheridan Gorman, in the history of Chicago. The suspect was well known to police. God bless the Chicago Police Department. They've arrested this guy over and over and over again. Judge Gonzalez let him out so that he could kill, allegedly, you know, so far we're, you know, getting all the details. But, you know, Judge Gonzalez let the suspect out, and now he's being charged.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but so we only have some of the facts in our newsroom, but you're telling me based on the information that you have, he was arrested multiple times in Chicago?
Multiple times. Deportable offenses, Lawrence. These were This is why it was so avoidable. This suspect never should have been in the country to begin with. Obviously, he wouldn't have been able to kill Sheridan if he wasn't in the country. But multiple deportable offenses. And God bless the CPD, the Chicago Police, because they have been arresting this guy despite the fact that Mayor Johnson is endlessly telling them not to touch the illegals, not to detain them, not to turn them over to ICE. And I've asked Mayor Johnson about this over and over and over again. He just gives me the same dead-eyed, blank stare. And we have a revolving door now. So people might say, well, at least this suspect is behind bars now. Guess what?
Yeah, we could say that now, but what happened to the young lady that lost her life to Jose Medina charges? And if he wouldn't have been in the country from the first part, this wouldn't have happened to this American. But things happen in the world, but what do you guys feel about this America? This is not right. Now we find out that he had multiple charges previously that this one reporter is saying now. So if he had multiple charges and the mayor wasn't doing anything and everyone was just casting it off, this person, what value did he bring to America? You know, what did he bring? And that's my one of the concern with a lot of Americans I hear across the country is people don't mind people immigrating to another country, but come with value because this is a first world nation. You can't come into this nation with you come into this nation, but there's not a value. We got a lot of poverty here in this country. We got millions and millions of people living under the poverty line. So there's enough in here that we have, and every country had their own poverty, but why would you come to a nation that has this poverty rate, although it's the first nation, it's the United States of America, and it has so much opportunities per se, but you got to understand there's millions of Americans that want them jobs too. And when you get here and you can't find these opportunities, and then the laws are getting stricter in this country, so you actually move around like a tumbleweed in the desert because there's no really opportunities for you. And then there's so many people that's here already in that same position that they're trying to get the jobs and hold on to what they have to make some revenue for their families and maybe to send money back to their countries. So it's like a competition between the undocumented immigrants, so or illegals as they are called. Um, and this caused a lot of major cities where they're going to, and a lot of the other cities are getting blocked off from them. So they go to the places where there's more open and aptitude to find opportunities. There's no opportunity because there's mass condense of people, and this is what, in my summation, I think it breeds a lot of negative scenarios that could come about as of this, the worst negative, which is first degree murder. Um, but this guy's been arrested many times from what we hear. He should have been out the country. If you've been arrested all this time, look what he's been. 3 counts of aggravated assault, discharged firearm, attempted murder before first degree. Then he committed murder, aggravated unlawful possession of a weapon. This guy should have, and he's not even from this country. He should have been out the country. What do you think? What's your opinion? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let's continue on. This is what I'm talking about.
There are thousands of Jose Medinas that are in a revolving door that's going around so fast, Lawrence, that I'm surprised that they're not flying out of the jail because this is exactly the policies that got Sheridan Gorman killed.
So this is what the family are saying. We read a little bit of the statement earlier. Here's another portion of it. We are gravely disappointed by the policies and the failures that allow this individual to remain in a position to commit this crime. When systems fail, whether through release decisions, lack of coordination, or unwillingness to act, the consequences are not abstract. They are real. And in our case, they are permanent. This case must be prosecuted to the fullest extent of both state and federal law. There can be no gaps, no shortcuts, no second chances that put others at risk. Accountability must be complete. What's your reaction to that?
Mayor Johnson has put illegal aliens over American citizens, Chicago citizens, real Chicagoans, whose hearts are broken for the Gorman family today, by the way, over again and again and again. Mayor Johnson has not even released a statement offering his condolences. His apology would be more appropriate. And maybe it's a good thing, because knowing Mayor Johnson the way I know him, his statement would probably be accusing Sheridan of provoking this attack, this crime. You know, there was another young lady, beautiful young lady, just like Sheridan, who was set on fire on the CTA, on public transportation. Mayor Johnson said it was an isolated incident. That is either the coldest or most hateful response I could ever imagine anyone giving, much less the mayor of the city of Chicago. Johnson and his policies have given these illegal aliens the idea that it's not the American dream that you and I were raised to believe, but it's a criminal dream of fraud and rape and robbery and murder. And this is Johnson's legacy.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And William, you've been reporting on this for a while. I just wish people would be listening there. Thanks so much for joining the program.
God bless you, Lawrence. Thank you.
As well.
Hey, it's Will Kane.
What do you guys think, man? The Gorman family is very. The daughter's gone now. A student at Loyola in Illinois, state of Illinois, Chicago. This child has never have an opportunity to find their dreams with someone that don't even have the education, don't have the wherewithal, or in this country illegally and undocumented. This is amazing to see this happening, and no one's taking full accountability. This should be taking accountability. This person should never been in here. If you actually average American with all these charges, this person shouldn't have been here in this country. Period. And on top of that, when you see this outcome, this outrage, and then people are not willingness to take these cases and go having the law penalize them at the fullest of the law, they're not willing to do this. There should be some kind of situation that bring this to light, and I think these cases are bringing to light. I hate that it has to be such a heinous crime for an American family to have to deal with this, but it's sad that this outcome has came about, and I wish it wasn't. But now Miss Gorman is no longer able to go to college. She no longer positively touch people positively in lives in the future, wherever career she was going to be in. She's not going to be able to be successful. She's not going to be able to graduate. She's not going to be able to do a lot of things because her life's been snatched due to the fact that somebody that's not even supposed to be here. What is your opinion? Leave your comment down below. Let us know. I really want to know, what do you think? Is this fair? Should these judges and lawyers be held more responsible if they're not going to do their job? The prosecutors, should they be held responsible if they're going to allow this to keep unwilling to do the job because of a political view? No. Go by the law. We have immigration laws here. We got federal laws. We got state laws. We got county. Go by the law. This person should never had that chance with that many errors they committed in Chicago, wherever they commit these crimes at. They should not be in and out. This is preponderance of evidence. This should never win. So someone in the legal system should be held responsible for this action. I don't know who it is, but someone should be held for this, because this life was unnecessarily taken away. What's your opinion? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you feel. We'll end on that. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm sorry. It's frustrating.